Do you ever stay up late at night and just reminisce on your favorite moments in life? I mean, for me, March of 2022, that was an unbelievable month. I mean, first, it was my birthday, so your girl went from 19 to 20. Shout out to the March 1st babies. And then I got to fly out to LA and teach NBA players how to trade. Like, that was insane. Turned my small account from $1,000 to $20,000 in 1 month, which is an over 2,000% return. Like, Wall Street should hire me. I think they should hire Kelly OG. Not gonna lie, just putting that out there. Then had a $30,000 day sports betting, withdrew $10,000 and kept $20,000. And then in the month, I made $427,774, really bringing my total income to over 500K that month, which was insane. I mean, I also got to hang out with my Cash Capital family. Shout out Cash Capital. My YouTube videos were blowing. I mean, I hadn't lost a single trade all year. Well, I mean, I did lose $83 on April 5th, and then I lost 11,502 on April 6th. And wait, I lost $11,000? My name is Kelly OG. I'm a 20-year-old CEO, entrepreneur, and investor. In 2020, I was 18 without a dollar in my bank account, and a year later, I became a multi-millionaire at the age of 19. I've been blessed to be able to travel and get to teach a lot of your favorite athletes and celebrities how to leverage their cash and turn it into active capital. And I'm hoping I can do the same for you, so stick around and let's get to the money. Cash Capital. Okay, so good night, guys, I guess, because I am in my pajamas, and you did see my late night thoughts, but I'm actually about to break down how I lost $11,000 in one day. And it was crazy because I came off the greatest month ever, thinking the next month was even going to be better. I mean, I'm here thinking I'm about to hit my first $1 million month. We're really going to shoot through the water. Like, I am going to make so much money. And that didn't happen, which kind of sucked, but I'm going to walk you guys through it. So first, I guess I should explain how I lost $11,000 because in my head, if you, and this isn't even in my head, this is a statistic. If you start with $1,000 and you make $400 every day, you will be able to make $100,000 trading. And so I wanted to prove that theory right to my wonderful YouTube followers. So I said, oh, wow, I am going to start with $1,000 and I'm going to make 400 every day, sometimes more, sometimes a little bit less. And by the end of the year, I'm going to make a video called I turned $1,000 into $100,000. And you guys are going to get to watch it and you're going to be excited about it. And I'm going to be excited about it. And you're going to be able to see that trading works. But, I got a little in my head. I cared a little too much about outside noise and proving a point to people and wanting to show them that, hey, you can make money trading, and look how much I made trading, that I kind of forgot my entire trading strategy and let it go through the window. So right now I'm going to just recap my mindset when I was taking this trade and exactly how it went wrong. And hopefully you can learn something from it. Hopefully you can get better trading from it and learn from my mistakes so you don't have to make those. I want to make your way easier so you don't have to learn the hard way like I did. So quick shout out, quick promo. I know. A lot of you know me because I'm on YouTube. And if I'm on YouTube, that probably means you want to learn how to trade if you're watching this. So if you do, my trading group is in the link in the description. We really pride and value ourselves on being able to teach you how to trade as an independent trader. I know a lot of people want to copy paste, but the truth is, you're not really going to like that. You're not going to learn from it. You're not going to benefit from it. And you may end up over leveraging and not even know why you did it. So if you want to join, we're not cheap, but that's because we're extremely great at what we do. And we pride ourselves so much on making sure that you are able to take trading to the next level. So yeah, link is in the description. If you're not a part of Cash Capital, then what are you doing? But anywho's, let's actually get into the charts and really look at this video. So what's crazy, but first, is I actually was on a winning streak. I actually, during this challenge, had not lost not one day. Every single day for the past 2 months or 1 month that I'd been trading were extremely profitable. It was about a month and a half. I did not lose not one day. But the day before I lost $11,000, I lost $83, which you can see right there and you saw in the intro. And it really threw off my psychology. It was such a small amount. But to me, I was just like, how can I face a loss? Like I've won every single day. This doesn't make sense. How can I face a loss? And it was really frustrating me. So I guess the next day I wanted to come back with vengeance. I wanted to be like, I lost $83 and I made $10,000 today. So I over leveraged and went in with way too much money than I should have, and completely took my account through a beating. So if we're looking at my chart here, what you can see is I just have NVIDIA opened up. I really love NVIDIA. It is actually one of, if not my, well, no, it was at the time my favorite stock to trade. I loved it so much. I made so much money off of it. Fun fact, they actually made my monitor. So shout out to NVIDIA. I would have paid for my monitor with NVIDIA profits, but hey, I lost $11,000 in one day, so I don't know that I'm too fond of them. But after this, I ended up going and falling in love with SPY. Anywho, so just to get right into it, it's going to be a quick and short one. So essentially what happened is NVIDIA fell. It gapped down overnight, which means it fell overnight. The price was lower than it closed the day before. And in options, you can make money whether a stock goes up or down. So some people made money off of this down move. But me, I said, I think this thing is going to go up, because I looked at this beautiful thing called the RSI, and the RSI is called the relative strength indicator, and it basically tells you how a stock usually performs over a certain period based on its movements. So sometimes it's like, hey, this stock is pretty low for how it's been moving, and sometimes it's like, hey, it's a little too high for how it's been moving. If we look back here, you can kind of see it was doing that. So at this point, I see that it's way oversold. That's what you'd call it, below the 30 level. And I was like, I'm going to buy calls. I didn't look at anything else, which is way against my trading plan. I usually look way above at other things, other confluences, which is having 2 or 3 reasonings as to why you want to get in that trade. All I looked at is RSI. I said, I'm putting everything in. This is taking me to the moon. And what I believed that with RSI, I was going to come fill this gap, because if you watched my wonderful video right here, actually talking about gap fills, you'll see that that's a crazy great strategy. And so I said, I'm going to get NVIDIA to come into this gap area. It's going to fill, make this $8 move, and I'm going to be so rich, because I'm putting way too much money into this. I can't even remember exactly how much I put in. But yeah, so if we were to actually look at that in terms of having an actual entry, what I did was I said, okay, I'm going to enter right. I'm going to move this up more. So I said, I'm going to enter right at this bottom level. And if it goes below here, okay, really would have been if it went below this red line, but that's just way too far for me right now. But yeah, if it goes below here, I'm going to get out, because whoa, but I have it filling all the way to the gap. So I wanted to enter this green area. So let's just go ahead and press play and see how that worked, because as you can see, I entered right at this level. If I'm to mark it right there, okay, right there is where I entered, and I'm gonna turn that green for you guys, or maybe yellow so you can see it. So I entered right, I want to say it's right at the bottom, probably like right here. And then I was like, all right, let's go, buckle up. So then if we press play, we can see that price fell, but then closed green in this area. Guys, I was ecstatic because I was up $5,000. I was so excited. I said, here we go. We going to the promised land. And remember, my goal was $400 a day, just to be consistent, just to prove that you can scale your account properly with the proper knowledge. And I was up 5,000. I mean, I could have just taken my money here and not traded for the next 2-3 weeks. I could have relaxed. I could have went on vacation and been cool, because I was still on track to make 100K for the year. And what happened is I got in my head and I said, well, the world is going to see me and they're going to be like, wow, Kelly, you made $10,000. So let me just let it keep going, because if I'm up even a little bit more, I can make $10,000, and I get to post it, and everybody's going to be like, wow, Kelly's the coldest trader ever. And I just let everyone's opinions and just being in the media really get into my head. And so I didn't take profit when I was up 5,000. And guess what happened next? Price went boom. And then it went boom. And then it went boom. And I said, oh my gosh, Price is probably going to come test this 246 area, but hey, maybe it won't. Maybe just somehow it's going to come right back. I know it's out of my stop loss area. I should be out of this trade, but I just, something tells me it's going to go up. And guess what it didn't do? Go up. And it was actually at this point that I decided, if I move this entry right here, if it'll let me. Okay, it doesn't want to let me. Okay. So yeah, so it was actually at this area right here where you see this yellow circle that I exited. And I just was crying. I was banging my head against my pillow. I just couldn't take it. I went to my parents and I was like, I lost so much money today. And they're like, how much did you lose? And I was like, you don't want to know. And they were like, you don't have to tell us. And so it was just a giant, sad party. But, they were very motivational. They were really trying to uplift me and make me feel better about it. But man, I mean, for me to know that I had this thing going up and it absolutely didn't, because I went against my trading rules. And as you can see, I was very confused because the RSI is still oversold. But that's when I learned not to rely fully on the RSI. Actually, after this day, I decided to never use the RSI again. And I decided to fully look at price action. And what's even crazier is if I actually go back, I should have never actually been in this trade, because what I had seen right here, and it's going to look a lot more stretched out because we're on a lower time frame, is I had actually seen right here, we had like a head and shoulders, and it goes all the way up there, but I have to kind of stretch it out. Okay, yeah, this is looking pretty crazy. It actually would go right there, but anywho's, this is not as pretty as a head and shoulders would look. I just don't like how price is looking all scratchy. But yeah, so it actually go up like this, then down, then up. And then I had it falling back to the support level. And the support level is also right here. But as you can see, price went there. And for some reason, I don't know what it was. I just let it not really be my friend. But yeah, so for me, this just wasn't the trade of the year. This was actually one of the worst trades. And so a couple things I would say that you could do is, number one, remember that you are in your own lane. It doesn't matter how much money someone else is making. It doesn't matter how much money you want to show people you're making. You can only make the money if you're focused and not worried about anyone else, if you're not worried about anything else. So again, for me, I was too worried about, wow, I'm going to get to post on social media that I made $10,000 in a day. And they're all going to be like, oh my gosh, let me trade. And what happened is, it made me lose over $10,000 in a day. And for a lot of people, that's what happens, is you're so focused on what other people may think that you're not as in depth with making sure that you are valuing your trading process and trading progress. I was way more profitable when I wasn't posting than when I started posting, which is a part of the reason why now I don't post my profits, because one, I feel like it may lead people to believe trading is way too easy. And two, it may make me want to make more money just to show other people. On top of that, when people post their profits, it doesn't always mean they keep them. Some people make $5,000 today and they don't tell you that they lost $13,000 tomorrow. So another thing is also just not relying fully on indicators, relying fully on what you understand as a trader and how you perform as a trader, and just understanding that your method and how you trade is going to work the best if it's worked for you. But yeah, so for me, as you can see, I just had price continuing to go down to hit these areas. And yeah, it just kept doing that. And if we just play it through, just know Kelly cried very, very hard. And it ruined my psychology. I didn't trade for some weeks. I didn't want to trade for some weeks. And yeah, but I think I'm going to end this out with a prayer, if you guys are cool with that. So let's just go ahead and pray. And I hope this video really helped you. I hoped it made you feel more confident, allowed you to know that, hey, even the people you may look up to take losses too. And I hope that being transparent in this video was able to inspire you to know that don't quit. All the knowledge you're learning is going to a good place. It's for a good reason. You know exactly why you tried. So keep going and don't give up. But yeah, that is just the spiel from me. And I hope you have a great and blessed day. Okay. God, I ask that you bless and protect each and every single person that is watching this video. I ask that you help them to be strong in their individual journeys, whether that's trading, whether that's work, whether that's entrepreneurship, whether that's, school. whether it's anything, God, I just ask that you allow them to dwell and thrive and be great at it and be consistent with it and not worry about what anyone else has to say, because we know that you have greatness coming their way. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. I think I rhymed 3 times during that prayer. But anywho's, good night, everybody. Okay.